Alrighty, check 1 2, check 1 2. This cat is so crazy. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of the AfroMattt Show. This is episode number 143. Today is Thursday, and I know it's late. The one thing that you can be guaranteed is that, like I said last time, an episode will come out a week. I don't know what day it is. You don't know what day it is. It's sort of a potluck kind of. It's a surprise. Anytime you're, you open up that podcast app, maybe you're driving down the street, maybe you're door dashing, right? God forbid, maybe you're Ubering, and you put this on in the background for a, a victim, one of your victims, one of your many victims, but you never know what day it's going to pop up. Today is Thursday. I'm recording on a Thursday. It's probably going to go up Friday. God damn, this cat just slapped my mouth. He's done with it. All right, let's just get on with the show. I know it's late, and I apologize, is what I wanted to say. If you enjoy this episode, please share with a friend. That being said, let's get right into the news. The news. Hey, buddy. Cat. This is Ben. Ben, if you keep on doing this, I am gonna have to kick you out of the recording studio here. Okay, let's go on with the news here. I mean, it has been, I wouldn't say the most action-packed. And if you're here for news about Hamas and in Israel, or whatever's going on in Ukraine, this isn't the place, right? This is the place where, my opinions on the Hamas thing is, it's over. I really don't care. I don't care about Jewish people. I don't care about Arab people. I don't even care about, people in general. That's my stance. Maybe the worst stance. Imagine if I actually had that stance. Imagine if I truly had that stance. I'm not far off from that stance, but, there's a lot of people on this planet as is. I'm not saying, okay. I anytime you even bring up Hamas, dude, this cat is like trying to attack my hand while I'm talking. Anytime you bring up Hamas, it's just a dead end. Anywhere you go, you can't, look, whatever I need to say to make everyone happy here is what, just imagine that's what my stance is, because it probably is pretty close. Like, if I'm talking with you and you're like, yeah, from the ocean to the sea, whatever, Palestine will be free or whatever. Yeah, whatever, dude. Good for you. Yeah, kill all the Jews is what. Yeah, dude, you do that. And then, the other side, they're like, well, whatever. I don't even know what the other side wants. They just want to, have prisoners constantly within. I really, honestly, I don't really care enough to get involved or get invested or research, really. I stay arrogant on this and ignorant and blissfully ignorant at that on this situation. I just, every now and then, a news article will pop up or, something will pop up, but that's not what we do here. What we do here is report on music mogul Sean Diddy Combs sued for alleged rape, sex trafficking by singer Cassie. So this is pretty interesting. Sean Diddy Combs, is this P. Diddy? There's a lot of Diddies. Biggie Smalls, Diddy Big, Diddy Combs, P. Diddy. Is this a different Diddy? Hip-hop music and fashion mogul Sean Diddy Combs was hit Thursday with a civil lawsuit accusing him of raping and sex trafficking. He was diddling. P. Diddy was diddling. Sex trafficking singer Cassie, his former romantic partner, over the course of a decade. Okay. Well, how are you famous? How are you famous and also sex trafficked? Is what. Like, my first thing, and I'm not trying to victim blame here, but Cassie is apparently a famous singer, like you have your own money, right? Why are you being? Why are you? Can't you just like? I mean, leave, like, get an Uber, do something like just like maybe like this. This is where I don't understand. Like usually when you're being sex trafficked, that's kind of you're trapped, right? That's the whole thing. It's like you're trapped and then sold or whatever, like put in a cage. I don't think singer songwriter Cassie was. I mean, maybe she was, but I mean, like, what, she gets off stage and then climbs into a cage? I don't think that's what's happening. So I might be turning around on this, and I might be thinking maybe this is maybe P Diddy, maybe Diddy, my bad, Diddy, Sean Diddy Combs might be innocent on this because it seems kind of wild. I thought that this was more of a general, rich person sex trafficking. That's kind of what the headline starts as. But then you realize that the person accusing it is another famous singer, and you're just kind of like, okay, well, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? In addition to Combs, the suit says that Bad Boy Records, Bad Boy Entertainment, and Epic Records, and the Combs Enterprises as defendants. Combs, one of the most influential and successful executives in music, founded Bad Boy in early 1990s. Blah, 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 blah. After years in silence and darkness, I'm finally ready to tell my story and to speak up on behalf of myself and the benefit of other women who face violence and abuse in their relationships. Cassie said in a statement about her bombshell. Jesus. Cassie said in a statement about her bombshell suit. Okay. With the expiration of New York's Adult Survivors Act fast approaching, it became... Jesus, dude, I have a lot of cats, and I think I'm allergic to cats, but I like cats so much. They're so tiny and cute, and they're cuddly. Come here. Look at him. Look at Ben. This cat, if you're watching on the YouTube and listening, this cat has severe autism. It was mentally retarded. Look at him. He's licking the microphone now. He's trying to lick my hand. He's just special. You have anything you want to say? There's not a thought behind those eyes. He's very special. I don't know, but we got him like this, and he just really doesn't say much. Just kind of looks around. He knows his name. Ben. Yeah, he's a special ed. Okay. Yeah, with the expiration of New York's Adult Survivors Act fast approaching, it became clear that this was an opportunity to speak up about the trauma I've experienced and I will be recovering from for the rest of my life. Okay, well, tell us about the experience. She demands $30 million. First off, that's a lot of money. Writing a damaging book about their relationship under the threat of writing a book about the relationship was unequivocally rejected as blatant blackmail. Yeah, that's crazy. $30 million. I'm starting to side with Diddy on this. I think I'm a Diddy truther here. Despite withdrawing her initial threat, Miss Ventura is now resorting to filing a lawsuit riddled with baseless and outrageous lies, aiming at tarnishing Mr. Combs' reputation and seeking a payday. Damn. Oh, that's his lawyer. Yeah, his lawyer's freaking not holding anything back. Cassie's lawyer shot back, offered Mrs. Ventura 8 figures to silence her and prevent her from filing this lawsuit. She rejected his efforts and decided to voice for all who suffer in silence. Cassie's accusations. Here we go. Cassie's suit says that in 2005, when she was 19, and then the then 37-year-old Combs lured the singer into a professional relationship by signing her onto the Bad Boy label. Okay, this is interesting. Within several years, he induced her into a sexual relationship and induced her to a lifestyle of excessive alcohol and substance abuse, required her to procure illicit prescriptions to satisfy his own addictions. Well, I mean, who hasn't? Who hasn't, really? The suit claims that Combs raped, in her home after she tried to leave, blew up another man's car after learning of his romantic interest in the singer, and then beat and kicked her. Okay. She says comb force mixed with her and gay. Okay. Male. Okay. Okay. This is a lot of kind of crazy stuff that I might be flipping now because some of this stuff seems crazy to the point where only Diddy would be able to do it. This is like Diddy level shit. Forced Miss Ventura to engage in sexual act with male sex workers while masturbating and filming the encounters. Yo, Diddy's a dog, dude. That's crazy. Not in a good way. Throughout the relationship, Mr. Cones was prone to uncontrollable rage and beat her savagely. Well, this is I mean, Cassie's suit was the latest legal action for Combs. Earlier this year, he sued Ciroc owner Diego for alleged racial discrimination, saying they neglected Ciroc and his tequila brand DeLone. The company ended their relationship. Okay. Yo, shit. Diddy was in the car when Biggie got killed. That's crazy. All right. Well, I mean, that's the news, guys. Diddy is out there diddling. More rapper news. This is kind of like if you listen on this podcast, it kind of sounds like I'm a rapper. I should be talking about kind of the zeitgeist, whatever is going on in sports. That guy Wembenyama, Yemenyahu, he's pretty tall, isn't he? No, but in more rapper news, Snoop Dogg says he's done smoking weed. Maybe the most famous weed smoker on the planet besides maybe Cheech and Chong. I'm not buying it. No one on the internet's buying it. Social media ain't buying it. Oh, shit. That's, okay. Snoop Dogg says he's saying goodbye to smoking marijuana for good. Yeah, there's always that one guy who's like, I'm giving up smoke. I'm for real this time. For real this time. This is Snoop Dogg on his Twitter. He says, after much consideration and conversation with my family. And also, after much consideration and conversation with my family, I've decided to give up smoke. Please respect my privacy at this time. Snoop without smoke is like Earth without water. Okay, well, this is someone just responding to it. Nice, dude. Somehow that has 160,000 views. So great. Snoop Dogg really... Yeah, I don't know. I don't think Snoop will ever give up... Guys, what are we talking about here? Snoop Dogg, marijuana. There's some... Guys, this is the news. We are talking about the news. This is high octane, real shit. This is bigger than Hamas. This is bigger than Hamas. This is bigger than Israel. This is bigger than Russia. This is bigger than anything going on right now. This is the news. Snoop Dogg, bring this up at Thanksgiving. Ask your grandma, ask your aunt, what do you think about Snoop Dogg giving up weed? Get her going on that. Maybe she has a couple opinions on, weed in general, or maybe she goes off on some weird tangents about, black people. It could be interesting and exciting. And that's my favorite thing about Thanksgiving is the conversations. The conversations are the best part about Thanksgiving. They're really kind of it's a potluck of food, but it's also a potluck of conversation, because you come in there and everyone has that one uncle. For me, it's it's like your own dad or your grandpa will come in with some sort of they want to start a conversation, right? Everyone's got their guns loaded. They've watched a couple TikToks, and they know what's going down. And that's the fun part is you're in line for mac and cheese and someone brings up George Floyd. That's the funnest part about Thanksgiving. there someone's like, Derek Chauvin's reopening his case. He might be innocent, and then you have to kind of sit on that, and while you're stuffing your mouth with mashed potatoes. That's that's the best part about Thanksgiving. That's the best part about the holidays in general. You see people that you never see before. They drive down 2 days of just pure driving, 48 hours of driving from the other side of the country to sit down at your table with a broken leg, broken chair leg. Someone's going to get a little too drunk. They're tired. They're pissed off. They got a ticket on the way there. They won't stop talking about something, and then they let it slip. What did they let slip? I don't know. I don't know what they let slip. I'm not going to say what they let slip, but it may have been a slur, and it may have been directed at someone within the family. And it's not important. What's important is it's about family. It's about family. It's about connections, and it's about the conversations that you have. So I mean, that's my little, with the holidays coming around, we just passed, I guess it was a couple weeks ago, Halloween just passed. That's kind of the warm up. Christmas music is starting to come up. You're starting to hear it on the radio. People are putting up their Christmas trees. It's the season of conversations. It's fun. Guys, I'm telling you, get locked and loaded with some crazy, spicy conversations. And, Snoop Dogg, this might be one of them. Keep it locked. Keep it loaded. Diddy beating up his wife. Hey, uncle. Hey, Unc. Do you think Diddy did it? You don't think, you're pull up next to the cranberry sauce with him. You don't think Diddy really did it, right? He's like, no, she's a crazy bitch. It's fun. You can really start getting some information on, really see where people stand, and people will tell you where they stand happily. Oh, this was interesting. See, these are conversations that you can have all day long at Thanksgiving. Bin Laden's letter to U.S. stuns young Americans, saying he was right? Was Bin Laden right? It just started off like that. Guys, just started off like that. Say, bring it up casually. There is really no way to bring this up casually, though, in conversation. How do you bring up Osama bin Laden in conversation? A decades-old document allegedly written by Osama bin Laden titled A Letter to America recently went viral on TikTok. Let's see. What is the TikTok? With some young Americans believing that the Al-Qaeda founder made valid points about their own country. This is like the equivalent of me reading the, what was it? The Unabomber's Manifesto. This, Jesus. The 2-page document, which was published in The Guardian, is a letter that bin Laden wrote in 2002 as a polemic against the U.S. and an explanation for the ideology that led him to orchestrate the 9/11 attacks. Honestly, if he was able to orchestrate the 9/11 attacks, I'm surprised that the FBI and CIA didn't try to recruit him. Like, they love recruiting these types of people. Like, have you ever seen, what's that one movie with Tom Cruise and Leonardo DiCaprio? With the guy who made fake letters, and then he goes to prison. And then Tom Cruise, or no, not Tom Cruise, it's Tom Hanks, comes to him in prison. He's like, dude, we actually really could use you because you're smart and you know how to tell. That's, they should have hired this guy. They're like, we need you to start a, also, when I was in, like, when I was 10 years old, I saw hundreds of photos of, like, side-by-side meme photos of Obama's face side-by-side with Osama bin Laden. And for the longest time, I thought they were related. I'm just going to put that out there. They even have similar names. Osama, Obama. One letter off. Obama's middle name is Hussein. I'm just saying, Barack Hussein Obama. I mean, he sounds Obama. That's a bomb. All I'm saying. That's foolproof enough. Start talking about that. Start talking about Obama. Is Obama's wife a man? Bring that up during Thanksgiving. What's your stance on? Hey Uncle Terry. What's your stance on Big Mike? Do you know who Big Mike is? Have pictures of have literal pictures on your phone saved so that you can start showing physical evidence and see if you can convert people to start thinking that Obama's wife is a man named Michael. There's so many photos. Just look up Michelle Obama man. There's pictures of her, maybe photoshopped with a face in black and white. Maybe it's her, maybe it's his brother, maybe it's someone else. Maybe it is her. There's pictures of her with a bulge. What's that bulge? Is it a wallet or is it a girthy cock? Start bringing these are the conversations that you need to start having at Thanksgiving. And if you're not having them, you are doing Thanksgiving wrong. A search for Letter to America on TikTok shows that some of the most popular related clips have over 1 million views each. It is wild that everyone should read it, said one of the TikTok users, warning that the letter had left her very disillusioned and confused. Another user talked of having an existential crisis after reading the document and having her entire viewpoint. Dude, people on TikTok are actually being radicalized by Osama bin Laden. Is this not an awesome time to be alive? Osama bin Laden is post-mortem radicalizing American youth. That is an exciting sentence. It excites me. Not because I want people to be radicalized into terrorism and whatever he stood for. I guess crashing planes into buildings. I'm not for that, but it is a wild time to be alive when the headline says American youths love Osama bin Laden. It's Osama bin Laden's the new Men in Black, or what is it? The orange is the new black. Osama bin Laden is the new orange, is the new black. It's actually so mind-blowing to me that terrorism has been sold as this idea to the American people that this random group of people just suddenly wakes up one day and then just hates you. It just doesn't make sense, another TikTok user said. A few TikTok's reactions. I've got to find this on TikTok. Bin Laden, the son of a wealthy Saudi businessman, founded Al-Qaeda, or the Base, in 1988 following the Soviets' defeat and withdrawal from Afghanistan. Under his leadership, the group launched several deadly attacks and bombings in various nations, including the attacks on September 11th, where several Jewish people almost died. Terrorists hijacked 4 airliners in the U.S., crashing 3 of them against 2 towers and the Pentagon. The 4th plane crashed into a field in Pennsylvania. Bin Laden was added to the most wanted. The 9/11 attacks killed nearly 3,000 people. And almost a lot of Jews. In the letter, Bin Laden accused the U.S. of being responsible for the oppression of the Palestinians because it supports Israel. So this is why it went viral on TikTok. TikTok is full of people who are actively supporting Hamas. And not only Palestine, because supporting Palestine is something different. It's like, yes, I support the idea of being free. Yes, okay, is that crazy? I support the idea of being free. I like freedom, and I think other people should be free. Now, it's another thing entirely to say I support Hamas, and that is what some people are doing. It is a different thing entirely to be that person, and that's what's happening. And so now people are digging into old Bin Laden manuscripts and manifestos and sharing them on TikTok. I mean, what a time to be alive. What a time to be alive. My peers are becoming radicalized on an app meant for sharing 30-second videos. It takes 30 seconds to radicalize someone. Isn't that crazy? You can literally radicalize someone into supporting and agreeing with Osama bin Laden in under a minute. What other app could do that? I don't even think the CIA could convince you to support something that fast. If you see someone and it goes viral and enough people like it and enough people comment, yes, queen, go bitch, I never thought about that. All of a sudden you've got someone who very likely could be a problem child. The creation and the continuation of Israel is one of the greatest crimes, and you're the leaders of its criminals, bin Laden wrote. Each and every person whose hands have Osama bin Laden has kind of become the co-host of the podcast today, I guess, right? We're kind of reading his whole thing. Each and every person who hands have become polluted in the contribution towards the crime must pay its price and pay for it heavily. The Saudi-born I mean, we're not going to read this whole thing. Oh, interesting. The Guardian removed the document, and The Guardian wrote, the transcript published on our website in 2022 have widely shared on social media without our full consent. Therefore, we have decided to take it down and direct readers on the news that originally content instead. However, many social media have taken issue with those seeking any merit in the letter, with one describing people as finding the truth in the letter ridiculous. Another asserted that the letter might be part of a deliberated and trend in manipulation campaign. Interesting. A counter psyop to the post-mortem radicalization of youth. I mean, this is there might not be another time in all of history when things are this exciting. Because we are in a weird transition where all the countries are separate and fighting, and it's tense. 50 years from now, all of the countries will be in agreement that they want one thing, and it's money and power. And then they say, why are we fighting each other? Why don't we just rape and pillage all of our own civilians for all the work that they can do to produce all the money that they can? Why are we worried about fighting? Why are we worried about fighting? So then they will, all of the political leaders will coerce and try to make a one world system. I'm serious about this. It's a one world government, right? This is the end game. This is what world peace is, by the way. This is what world peace. If you are ever talking about, I want world peace, this is what you are talking about. You are talking about a one world government, right? The only way that there will ever be peace is if there's someone in control of it all, right? Peace looks very different to you than it does to me. Peace to you might be that you can work on your art projects and get paid, by the government, right? That might be your idea of peace. My idea of peace is, and this is probably the more realistic, and maybe this is my cynical view of peace. The cynical view of peace is that the world conspires to stop death and war by controlling everything you do, say, and think. That's probably the more realistic way of looking at world peace, and that's probably what will happen. So interesting. Bin Laden. So guys, this is an open endorsement. Go look at, and I'm always in support of more information. Think for yourself. Go read Osama bin Laden's manifesto. Tell me what you think in the comments below. What you think of his manifesto. That should be exciting. That should be an awesome comment section. Okay. Let's continue here. Okay. What is this? Poop transplant? poop transplant. I honestly, I forget when I pull these. Okay, poop transplant. God, this is using an ad blocker. I hate websites that won't give me. Let's see, poop transplant. Man uses. Okay, well this is interesting. Man gives himself. Yeah, I remember why I pulled this. Every now and then I'll pull an article. I'll copy and paste it into my the show notes, and I'll just put a title, and I don't know what it is until I click it. Man gives himself poop transplant using his mom's feces to treat his debilitating Crohn's disease. Then he started experiencing her menopause symptoms. What? First off, a poop transplant is so funny. I know it's probably something like medical, like you give your poop to someone for their antibodies or something like that. But the idea of a poop transplant is so funny. You're sitting on the operating table. The operator's been going for 5 hours. He has no sleep. His eyes are red. He's got that little binocular on. He's got the light above. He reaches over. Calipers. Scalpel. Poop. just a poop. Just a poop transplant is so funny to me. I mean, it's funny. If you don't think that a poop transplant is funny, then you're fucked up. You're actually the fucked up one if you don't think that a poop transplant is funny. A man who was hospitalized after debilitating Crohn's disease found relief after putting his mom's poop in his rectum. What? Found relief after putting his mom's poop in his rectum in a DIY treatment, but he was surprised to experience her menopause. Charlie Curtis from Toronto. Of course, it's Canadians. You guys are struggling. I can tell you're struggling, and I don't resent you for that. But it's not good over there. Your homes are worth $5 billion for a 2-bedroom. It's bad. It's bad over there. People in Canada hate it so much that 50% of the population live below the Canada-American border. There's like a tiny little slip that hangs over under the border, and that's where 50% of the population lives. Look it up. Charlie Curtis from Canada, who is in his mid-30s, did a DIY poop transplant. I don't know why this has a link to click, but I am going to click it. People are turning to YouTube and Facebook to learn how to DIY fecal transplant, hoping to treat everything from ulcerative colitis to anxiety. Okay, how can a poop transplant help with anxiety? Please tell me. Okay. There are people who are using it to learn create a slurry of fecal matter and insert it into their rectum. We are not well. Things are not well. The recipient absorbs healthy bacteria from the donated stool, repopulates the bacteria in their gut, which might be depleted from using drugs. Okay, interesting. So these are the actual benefits of doing it. It refills your gut bacteria, your gut biome, right? So Crohn's disease, Charlie experienced some unexpected side effects from the FMT, which is poop transplant, sweating, hot flashes, and mood swings, similar to that of the menopause that his mom was experiencing. At the time, I was going through menopause, and so was he. The donated poop, he said, transmitted high level of hormones, was experiencing the same symptoms as his mom. He was absorbing hormones from. Also, why did he choose his mom? I mean, can you choose? And look at this photo. This is a photo of two people who who are going through menopause and also have the same poop. I mean, Charlie Curtis inserted his mom's poop into his rectum in a DIY treatment. I mean, is this not a Hall of Fame photo right here? Look at how happy she is. She is so happy. It looks like someone just told the joke. And then he's sitting here and he's like, yes, I do want my face public. I do want everyone to know that I did put my mom's poop in my asshole. I mean, that's an awesome story. And it should be one of it's one of ingenuity. It's one of the indomitable human spirit, of perseverance, of strength. These are some of the some of the lessons that we try to captivate and or cultivate more like here on the podcast. Here's one. Man who killed his girlfriend released from prison after becoming dangerously overweight.
Outside of prison due to long delays to the trial caused by the pandemic. He was finally convicted in 2022 and sentenced to 30 years behind bars. However, judges determined this month that he would serve the rest of his sentence on house arrest at his parents' home in his hometown of Biella, Italy, instead of in the term prison where he had been sentenced.
Do you hear that? A judge recently released a 35-year-old man from prison over health concerns, with one being that the 430-pound murderer would not be able to obtain a low-calorie diet while incarcerated in an Italian prison. Dimitri Frianco and his 25-year-old girlfriend were on vacation in San Torito Serranda in 2017 when he stabbed her 57 times because she had reprimanded for leaving too many crumbs on the... Well, Jesus Christ. Crumbs aren't that big of a deal. Not to get stabbed over. Dude, that guy must have... the crumbs weren't it. I guarantee you the crumbs were not the only thing. I mean, she was probably going over... Oh my gosh, you didn't buy me a big enough ring. What was going on in 2017? I'm trying to watch The Real Housewives, the new episode of Bachelor. I mean, Frianco was arrested in 2017 immediately after the killing, but spent most of that time outside of the prison due to long delays due to the pandemic. So during this time, he was chowing down. It was determined that he would serve the rest of his sentence on house arrest at his parents' home instead of the prison because of his weight. When he was initially jailed, he weighed a little over 250. He now weighs over 430 pounds. He requires a wheelchair or crutches to move, and the prison's layout is not well equipped for those tools. This man found the biggest loophole in prisons. And I've actually thought about this before. If you get fat enough, do the laws really apply to you? Like, could I just become 430 pounds and never pay taxes? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Come get me out of my house? I can't get out of the house. Then again, how do you make money? Probably OnlyFans. People are probably into a 430-pound man on OnlyFans. You just sit there, fat as shit, taking up the whole bed, of course. Have someone come in, some Filipino, record you just existing. That's probably enough for some of these freaks. Just rolling over. People probably like to see you roll over or hold your breath like you're inflating and pretend you're inflating like a balloon. Or swallow the camera. People want to experience, pretend like you're eating them. That people are into this shit, right? So you make $100,000 on the low side and you're 430 pounds. You don't pay any taxes. What is the IRS going to do? Are you going to come? What are you going to garnish my wages? I don't work. They paid me directly. What are you going to do? Come Come take me to debtor's prison? I'm 400 pounds. I'm 500 pounds. What are you going to do? Lift me out of here? Try it. You can't literally lift me without a crane. You're going to cut a hole in the wall and remove me forcefully? Yeah, good luck. This is a not a good story, because this guy does deserve to go to prison and be beat painfully. I mean, he stabbed his girlfriend 57 times. The dude's a monster. But that loophole is hilarious. Eating to get out of jail. Here's another awesome headline. Rogue daycare employees arrested for running a child fight ring. So this is kind of like Fight Club, but for babies. Which is a sentence I never thought I would say in my life, to be honest. 2 South Carolina daycare employees have been arrested for reportedly running a child fight ring. Established Erica Jones, 27, and Serena Caldwell, 56, of Kids Unlimited of Prosperity, turned themselves into the authorities at the Newberry County, arrested and issued. So they turned themselves in. According to authorities, both have been charged with contributing to the delinquency of a minor and unlawful conduct to a child. Faces 15 charges and 14 charges November 11th. Needless to say, neither woman has a job at the daycare any further. John David Dawkins, who owns the Kids Unlimited, told that the pair were immediately terminated after other staff members made him aware what was happening, and he checked the security film. I mean, that's crazy. The suspects had been encouraging 3- and 4-year-old children to fight each other. The women kids told the kids to push, pull, and beat each other. Then when they showed hesitation, they were instructed to hit the other child again. I mean, wow. That's crazy. I mean, that's some. I mean, I can understand if it's like, are you gonna take that, son? Like, if it's that's like maybe 1 or 2 of those. But even with 3- and 4-year-olds, that's kind of crazy. But it's like, you see a kid on the playground getting bullied, and you're like, hey man, are you gonna take that? That's harmless. That's harmless fun. That's boys being boys, right? But if you set up the gates, you build the gates around them, you put 2 in a cage. This is a different story. This is kind of what I imagine. This might be where John Jones was raised, in this daycare. John Jones, probably the greatest fighter of all time in the UFC, may have been raised in this. Dude, one of the people's names is Erica Jones. May have been her son. But yeah, this is just another interesting headline that I just copy and paste. What is this? U.S. Okay, I love this headline. I love this whole story. Okay, also I cannot play this video because it is violent. But U.S. lawyer caught gunning down climate protesters in Panama allegedly delivered chilling warning. So I'll play the video, but I'll play it off screen. So here he is waving around his gun. He's waving around his gun. He pulled the gun out of his pocket super fast, like he's done it before 1,000 times. He's pointing to people. He's saying, move, move, move. Everyone get out of here. He said, get the fuck out of here. He grabbed their banner that they were blocking the road with, and he threw it away. And he said, I'm gonna shoot you. You guys better move. And here's the aftermath. 2 people shot, and he was put in the in the police car. Well, can you blame him? Also, this photo looks so badass. Somehow someone got the perfect photo. There's a literal bullet casing right next to his head. This is so sick. The framing. I mean, this is a good photo. The elderly American lawyer accused of gunning down in Panama was previously arrested for illegally processing weapons, including an AK-47 and an M16. As in court, was told that he said, "This ends here before this week's deadly." Okay. Kenneth Darlington, 77, was last seen Tuesday, casually approaching a group of demonstrators blocking the Pan American Highway in the Kame sector in protest of a proposed mining contract with the Canadian. Do people still, like, who are these people that are this concerned about climate change? Hey, I want to tap on all their heads. I want to tap on all their foreheads and say, hello, hello, is anyone in there? There are bigger things happening. You might not even live to feel the climate 20 years from now. It is not an issue. God, do these people not know about nuclear energy? Like, why are they saying stop oil? They should just be saying, hey, let's start nuclear. It shouldn't be stop oil. It just be start nuclear. Nuclear's the cleanest, right? And fuck, who cares if it's one town. If one town goes Chernobyl, who cares? It's one town, right? Maybe the water supply, whatever the fuck. Who cares? Nuclear is easily the best. Everyone knows this. Nuclear has like a half-life of 20,000 years. You can use uranium. You can use it till it's depleted for 20,000 years or some shit. It's obviously the best. These people need to stop protesting and just, find a hobby. Do they not know Magic the Gathering or video games, Fortnite, Minecraft? Start a Minecraft server. Literally do anything but protest for what are these people's lives? I can't even imagine finding the time to sit on a highway to block it. I would be embarrassed. I would be, oh my, I'm sorry. If I even pass someone, if I pass someone in line trying to like cut through the line, but not cut in the line, just like cut through to like the bathroom, I'm like, I'm sorry, right? These people are blocking a highway. I'm not saying they deserve to be shot, but maybe a couple warning shots or burns, maybe just a couple light burns. Something, right? Maybe get out there with a whip, just make some cracking noise like when your dad came out with the belt and would snap it in the middle, like where he folded it in half and snap it. He's not going to beat you, but it's scary. It's the implication, right? These people need to do something with their lives and with their time. This is not a good use of time. Honestly, blocking a highway probably causes more pollution because you're causing these people to stay on the highway and burn more gasoline than if they were to just reach their destination. You're not really doing anything. And I've said this before, the only people that really get affected are the people at the front. They get the messaging, the first 10 cars, right? Because they can see it. They get out of their cars, they're like, what the fuck's going on? And then, the guy at the very back, he just thinks it's a car wreck, right? So, it's like, you're really not even doing a good job of protesting. If you want to protest, go paint stop oil on the Chrysler building or something, right? Go project it onto the moon. How about that? But yeah, I'm glad this guy shot people. I'm kidding, of course. Okay, I don't know how many of these photos I can show, but man, he really got them good. Dude, this guy, these photos are so badass though. Look at this. This guy's posing, taking off his sunglasses or taking off his glasses with the gun in his right hand. It was literally only a matter of time before this thing happened, though. You can only block a highway for so long before you get shot. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Okay. Let's move on to TikTok time. Actually, one more thing before TikTok time. This is a post from Israel's page on Twitter. They said Israeli women around the country are donating breast milk for babies from southern Israel whose mothers were murdered and kidnapped are missing. One nation, one heart. 5,000 upvotes. 26,000 hearts. 5,000 retweets. And the most popular reply, an Indian man, who replied saying, "I want to drink this milk, sir. Please. Love from India." There are some dogs. There are some dogs out there in India. Please, I want to drink the milk. I want to drink the milk, please. I don't really have a good Indian accent, but I mean, those people are send bobs and vagine, please. There are some horny motherfuckers in India. All right, let's continue on to TikTok time. Which of these? No, I really don't know. Oh, it's this one. TikTok time. Please send your bobs and vagine. Oh, you pretty girl. You pretty girl. That's kind of I'm kind of going into a what is that? The Shankingstan. Big ups your man. Big ups your big downtown man. What is that? Jamaican? Big up your down man, boom down man. No, that's Chinese. And now I'm in too deep. Now I gotta go full Down syndrome. Okay. Let's get what we were doing TikTok time. That's what's going on. Okay. Here is a man. Okay. Yeah, here's a guy. Here is a video of a man. He's going to explain to you how to work properly. He's operating a forklift while drinking from a looks like a Patron bottle. Pure alcohol.
Ooh. Shit. Now this how you work.
Yes, sir.
This how you work. See, y'all don't know how to work. That's why y'all be bored and miserable, because y'all don't know how to bring y'all personal life to the workplace.
Very true. This guy, everyone always says separate your work and your work life, a solid work personal balance, right? This guy says bring your personal life into the office and drink on the job, which I actually, the more he goes on, the more I'm into it.
Y'all be cutting y'all personal life off as soon as y'all clock in, and it don't go like that. It don't go like that.
Damn, that's a big sip.
Ooh.
And he's driving.
And if you want somebody's job and you going to work just to be working, your ass a worker. Oh, lame man, working there, responsible. It don't go like that. It don't go like that. Ooh, that shit's strong. Ooh, talking about drinking and driving. See, y'all be drinking and driving and taking somebody's life. I'm drinking and driving and getting my pockets right. Ooh, don't forget, bitch, I'm still at work.
That's true. Drinking and driving, get that pocket right.
I'm drunken in a bit. But hey, I tell my boss, kick my ass. Straight like that, kick my ass. I don't even enunciate the word.
I mean, I respect that hard work pays off. I respect the hustle. And honestly, anyone who does less work than necessary is, you know, it is what it is. There's I don't believe in being lazy, but I believe in doing the amount of work that you're paid to do, and doing that consistently until you're paid more, and then you do more work, right? Find the limit, find right up to that limit. And this, I'm going to give you guys some words of advice. For any time that you find a new job, learn how to do it well, right? That your first 3 months, figuring out how to do the job, the next 3 months, figuring out how to do it well, and then the last 6 months of that first year is figuring out exactly how little you can get away with doing. And then copy and paste that 6 months, copy and paste that 6 months. You know, that first 6 months, probably ask for a raise. And then, you know, it's about pushing that line barely up to the limit where you're willing to do more work. That's the job. That's working in America. And if you think it's something different, you're wrong, and you are doing it wrong, and other people are taking advantage of it, and you aren't, and you are missing out on the party. Let's continue. This is a politician who...
you want to run your mouth?
So this is Senator Mullen arguing with, I don't know who, but this is the U.S. Senate.
We can be two consenting adults. We can finish it here.
Okay, that's fine. Perfect.
You want to do it now?
I'd love to do it right now.
Well, stand your butt up then.
You stand your butt up.
Oh, hold on.
Big
No,
guy.
stop it.
Is that your solution, every problem?
No, sit down. Sit down. Look at you. You know, you're a United States Senator. Sit down.
Active.
Oh, okay.
Sit down, please.
All right.
Can I respond?
Also, that's Bernie Sanders. You're a United States Senator.
Hold it. If we can't...
Dude, Bernie Sanders is going to kill himself. The age of politics where it's taken seriously is over. It is over. Hey, Earth to Bernie. Politics hasn't been taken seriously for probably 8 years. I'd say probably since Trump, politics have not been taken seriously. Now it's who can have the best burn compilation on YouTube.
No,
This is
I have
what
the
he
mic.
said.
I'm sorry.
This is
Hold
what
it.
he said.
You'll have your time.
Okay.
Can I respond?
Oh, no, you can't. This is a hearing. And God knows the American people have enough of contempt for Congress. Let's not
I don't
make
like
it worse.
thugs and bullies.
You have,
And that's
you
what-
have
I don't like you, because you
Hold
just
it.
described yourself.
I mean, this is unlike you. Yeah, no, whatever you say bounces off me and sticks to you.
You have,
And that's
you
what-
have
I don't like
the
you,
mic.
because you
Hold
just
it.
described yourself.
Hold it. You have the mic.
Yeah.
You have time.
All right.
Make your statement.
Then let's do this, because I did challenge you, and I accepted your
I
challenge,
challenged you, and I
and
accepted
you went
your challenge.
quiet.
No, I didn't go quiet. I was.
no,
You challenged.
I didn't go quiet. I actually accepted your challenge right away. I didn't go try. Dude, these people literally sound like children. Well, I challenged you and you stayed quiet. No, I didn't. I actually talked back and I said I accepted your challenge and I wanted you to stand up first though.
Challenged me to a cage match,
No,
acting like a
sir.
12-year-old schoolyard bully.
Yeah, you're a bully. You're a bully. I'm gonna call the principal, Mr. Sanders. Mr. Sanders grabs them both by the ear. You're a U.S. congressman. Get a hold of yourself. All right. Here's a video of
I just found out.
apparently this gospel singer, Bobby Storm, was on a Delta flight and she found out that she was nominated for a Golden Globe or some shit, and decided to grace everyone on the plane with her angelic voice. Oh, here it is.
I'm up for 2 Grammys. My very first
Grammys.
time, you guys.
So imagine telling everyone on the plane that you're up for a Grammy. Everyone on the plane is looking at her like, I don't know who you are. I'm trying to sleep on a plane. I'm trying my best not to just run down the aisle and slap every single person.
My name is Bobby Storm, and I'm up for
And she's recording herself, of course.
2 Grammys. I don't need anything. I need you.
I don't even need it. I need you.
By my side, shine your light. I follow.
Shine your light and follow.
Are able to be quiet?
But they're enjoying it. So while we're
But they're enjoying it. They enjoy it.
sitting here, could I please?
I'm not enjoying it. So I'm asking you, can you be quiet?
Okay, why?
This is one of the flight attendants. I'm not enjoying it. And honestly, he stands on business.
That's a yes,
Fine, that
that's
up.
a yes or no answer, please.
Am I going to go to jail if I don't?
Can you please answer my question? Are you willing and able to be quiet right now?
I'm doing what the Lord is telling me to do.
I'm asking you.
I'm doing what the Lord is telling me to do. And it's brag to my peers on this plane. Hello, everyone. She gets on the mic. This is not your captain speaking. This is actually my name is what's her name? Donna White. What's her name? Gospel singer Bobby Storm. This is not your captain speaking. This is Bobby Storm, gospel singer. I just found out that I was nominated for 2 Grammys. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound. You have yourself a plain mutiny on your hands if that happens.
Are you able to be quiet? So I'm asking you, can you be quiet?
Okay, well, I
That's a
find that up.
That's a yes or no answer, please.
Am I going to go to jail if I don't?
Am I going to go to jail?
Question. Are you willing and able to be quiet right now?
I'm doing what the Lord is telling me to do.
I'm asking you a question, yes or no. I'm your flight leader. I need you to follow my instruction.
Okay.
My instructions for you to answer my question. Are you able to be quiet?
What do you guys think?
I'm asking you, man.
Everyone got really quiet because they're like, well, I actually didn't enjoy it that much.
I'm asking you guys. What do you guys
Okay.
think?
If you're not able to follow my instruction, you will not be taking this flight.
Okay.
Are you
that's
able
what I
to
was
be
asking.
quiet?
If that's the case, then that's fine.
Well, the flight hasn't even left yet. Oh man, I'm asking for her to be removed. If the flight's not if the bird's not in the air yet, kick her off. I'm close to kicking her off while it's in the air. By the way, I'm this close to kicking her off while we're in the air. If we're on the ground, I mean, just let her roll out.
If you were the
So that's
person in
yes?
charge of it all.
I'm your flight leader, yes.
If you're the person in charge
Okay.
of it all, then that's
Okay,
fine.
all right. Thank you.
Immediately goes back to singing. You are an asshole. I am nominated for 2 Grammys and you mean nothing to me. I'm more important than you in almost every aspect. That's what these people are. They think of themselves in grandiose, narcissistic way. All right, let's watch one more. We'll go a little bit longer. It's an hour. We're at like an hour here. We'll go a little bit longer because I'm late and because I love you deeply. We'll watch one last video.
What's going on?
Nothing.
Why are you driving
This is a fun traffic stop.
in the wrong way of traffic?
No, I just got
Driving in the
Why are you driving in the wrong way of traffic? First off, if you are ever driving in the wrong way of traffic, you are being pulled over and probably tested for if you're drunk driving.
wrong way of traffic.
No, I just got changed around. I just
got
moved here
changed
like
around.
2 months ago. and
Okay.
I just got changed around.
Okay. Do you understand what's going on though?
Yes.
You're going into oncoming traffic.
I know, and I just
I know, it was kind of fun.
decided that it was better just to turn around really quick.
Okay.
But I'm sorry. I just have like really bad social anxiety and stuff.
I get you.
I don't want to step out whenever you're asking for stuff.
Okay. Well, we're past that. Just go ahead, step out.
As an indigenous person.
As an indigenous person?
Right back here, please. Miss Perry? Am I?
Well, I'm non-binary, so
Okay. What do you go by?
it's Kai.
How can I refer to you tonight? Kai?
Kai.
Okay. Hey, I'm
this-
smelling alcohol.
I know.
Also, this cop is super chill. This cop is super chill. Like, this is actually, like, she might be doing everything wrong she maybe had a chance to get out of this, and then she starts saying, I have anxiety, I got a little switched around on the highway, and I was going into oncoming traffic, so I thought I would just turn around, take a quick U-turn, pull a quick U on the the 405.
Okay. Hey, I'm smelling alcohol.
I know.
How much have you consumed tonight?
I'm smelling alcohol. Oh no.
Probably 3 drink.
I need to run you through some tests right
Probably 3 drinks first off. That's bad.
now. Stand facing me, please.
But I just want you to know that I also have very bad social anxiety.
You and me both.
Okay.
Okay? Any recent head trauma, traumatic brain injuries, anything I need to know about?
Mental, yes.
Mental, yes.
Focus on my finger, please.
I am. You're just like trying to intimidate me.
I don't know how I'm trying to do that. This is the test.
As you know, as an indigenous person, and there's a bunch of shit going around.
No, as an indigenous person, you don't look indigenous to anything.
I'm sorry, but it's just for me to be on my toes.
I get you.
Can you remember that I told you that I'm non-binary?
Yeah, I'll try my
Can you remember that I told you that I'm non-binary? What?
hardest. I'll refer to you as Kai, right?
Yes.
Perfect. I need to know if you have any injuries or anything that would prevent you from doing a standard walk or turn tonight.
Mental health.
Any physical injuries?
Mental, yeah.
You know, I think, are you allowed to lie? Could you say that your legs hurt or something? Could you say, is there anything that would prevent you from walking a straight line? Well, cop, for one, I don't think I would walk the straight line sober. Well, actually, if you say that, then they're like, okay, so you aren't sober right now. First off, don't say that. Don't say whatever I just said, because that's bad. That will get you. Here's what you got to say. You got to say, first off, I think when I was in college, I took a class on constitutional law, and he said that if you ever get pulled over for consumption, he said to roll all your windows down and blast your AC, even if it's cold. Blast your AC, roll all the windows down, and when he comes up, he needs to have some sort of it's like, I forget what the word is. It's not burden of proof. It's suspected something. He needs to have like I think it's probable cause or something in order to get you out of the car. So he'll say, it smells like alcohol or something. But if you have all the windows rolled down, if they're like, it smells like weed, and you can be like, oh, that's probably just a skunk, right? Roll all the windows down. If it's not, that's the, unless you roll the windows down and it's just like a cloud, a fog bank just comes out, then you're kind of fucked anyways. But I mean, you probably knew that, my man. But I think that's what he said. I think he said that you can, unless you're being detained, you are allowed to refuse to do the breathalyzer test. I'd have to brush up on my constitutional law.
No, I'm just saying.
Okay.
Mental, PTSD, depression, anxiety.
I get you.
What else do you want?
Now with your right foot, place it in front of your left in a heel-to-toe touching manner with your arms by your side, just like this, ma'am.
Can you not call me ma'am, please?
I'm trying my hardest.
Okay, well.
Okay.
It means a lot to me.
I'm trying my
I
hardest.
don't feel like a man, so.
Okay.
It's kind of triggering.
Right foot in front of your left. Nope, go back.
I'm sorry, but the whole man thing, just like.
The whole ma'am thing?
I apologize. Let's see if we can move forward from it. You have 0 questions?
No, but I just want to tell you that I suffer from really bad anxiety, especially with generational trauma and PTSD around white people. And
I want to know, okay, also she is hella white. I want to know what these people think is generational trauma and PTSD. Like, PTSD is watching your best friend get blown up, right? PTSD is stepping on an IED and losing both your legs. PTSD is being locked in a cage when you're a young child. Like, I want to know what these people actually think PTSD is. Do they think PTSD is like one time someone in their class called them fat? Like, I'm confused.
cops, like, it's just.
I'm going to speak with you right over here, okay?
No.
Yes, ma'am.
After failing
Go ahead
the
and place
test,
your hands
it's
behind your
time
back.
for the woman to get
Don't,
arrested.
dude.
Don't make it hard.
Please.
Don't make it hard.
Dude.
No,
Don't. You're going to get a resistance.
Dude,
You're going to get a
I
resistance.
don't.
Don't resist.
Don't.
Listen to me. Don't resist.
Don't. You're being
Come
a
here.
white man and
Come here.
don't. I followed all of your like, as an indigenous person, like, you guys.
As an
You
indigenous
guys are
person,
scaring
fuck
me.
you.
There's nothing to be afraid of.
Yes, there is. It's called.
Yeah, she's getting a DWI. Hey, everyone has one. Literally not true, but funny. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening. This has been another good episode under the belt. If you have any comment suggestions. If you have any videos you want to send my way, send them to theafromattshow@gmail.com. Reach out to me on my Instagram, I think it's just AfroMattt with 3 T's. Instagram, same thing. Twitter, same thing. X, same thing. OnlyFans, same thing. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening. Bye. Oh, shit. Goodbye.